Beyond the Gates, June 23rd, 2025. Okay, y'all. So, first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. What y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? I said, look, we missing some people, ain't it? Where my notes go? I said, wait a minute now. I don't know. I don't know if I got everybody. I think that's everybody they showed. But yeah, we're going to start with Martin and Kendall. I said, they're going to have to get rid of him. That's just what it is. They're going to have to get rid of this man. Because he's not going to go away. He over here talking about he want 100,000. Hold on. He over here talking about he want $100,000. Martin talking about something. That's it. All right, check right now. I said you so easily fool. Then he talking about some. That's just the beginning. So he gonna want more and more, and he want favors. I said, shoot, they gonna have to get rid of him. I said they gonna have to get rid of him definitely. I seen somebody say they think how Joey was involved is he helped get rid of the body or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of getting that impression as well. I think it has something to do with his brother because that's why he mentioned it. But we'll see. I'm assuming that this is going to be the week that we finally find out everything. But yeah, with Martin and Kenneth, he ends up, he just messing with him. You can hear noises and stuff. I say, trying to drive him crazier than he already is. Then he got a temper throwing stuff. I say, he going to get caught slipping. Then the way he pushed him against the wall, the way he had his fist out. I said, what you gonna do with that besides make me mad? What you gonna do with that besides make me mad? But yeah, dude study antagonizing him and stuff. He trying to clean him out, trying to take the money. He trying to drive him crazy. I said, what's stopping them from still? I said, what's stopping him from getting the police involved? But at the same time, they already involved. They already involved the detectives and stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, Kenneth was over here making noises and stuff, messing with Martin. Martin just started looking around and stuff like that. Then he finally came out. So Martin was trying to get him to tell him what he want. Before that, he ends up mentioning Martin kids and stuff. Talking about Samantha is this and that. I was like, That's when he ended up having his fist out and stuff about to hit him. So Martin was asking him what he wants. This when he was like, he want money. Hold on, wait, let me see. Yeah, he want money, more than one payment, $100,000 starting out. He want favors as well. I said, shoot. I said, they always, anytime they blackmail somebody, they always be too greedy. They always be too greedy. I said, this ain't gonna work out. They gonna have to do something. But they supposed to be having a meeting this week, y'all. They got everybody in there. Ted gonna be in there. Bill gonna be in there. Joey, Malone. I forgot his name already. Elon, Vernon, and then Martin's supposed to walk in. I seen some people saying how they feel like Nicole is gonna be upset because it's just another thing that Ted did not tell her. Cause they saying on the preview how he has known from the jump, he has known from the beginning. So they assuming that she gonna be upset. I did see one comment that said they don't think she gonna be upset. They gonna be that she gonna be excited, not excited. Lord Jesus, hold on. I seen one comment that said how that's the only time that she's gonna accept him lying, and I was like, oh my goodness. I said, here we go, y'all. But this week kind of look interesting. I know Anita's supposed to be coming back soon. What else? To finish with Kenneth, I think the last thing he said is he told him not to leave out of sight. He want all eyes on him. I said, I said, what y'all think he went and did with them keys when he had them the other day? Cause he already don't start messing with Martin. So what he gonna do now? And Martin was talking too much. Yeah, I almost forgot that part. He was talking too much. It's my son. His family powerful and they could make him disappear. Just saying entirely too much. Y'all know how anytime they in one of them situations where somebody in danger or something and they get the threat in them, or they'll get a doggone weapon and they'll drop it, or they'll talk too much. He over here talking too much. He over here talking too much. I'm like, dude, you ain't supposed to tell him that. I'm sure he knows anyway, but regardless. But yeah, so that's when he told him not to get out of his sight. He need to be able to see him or whatever. So he decides to go here to Vernon and tell him he wanna. Did he say a press release? Either way it go, he wanna come forward. I said, listen, he ain't too right. I said, dude, why would you come on now? He told me some coming for. I said, how did he get in this situation? I need to know at this point because he ain't thinking at all. I'm really hoping that this is the week that we finally find out. Because when did this show start? Was it in February or January? Either way it go, they've been hitting and hitting and hitting. And we still don't fully know what happened. But yeah, he over here talking about he want to come forward. Vernon was telling him how that's not a good idea. They're not going to do this. And they're going to make sure that the dude pays. So I don't know what they finna get ready to do when they talk about it in this meeting. But yeah, it's supposed to be a meeting this week. Next, we got I lost the doggone paper. Where it is? It? Jacob, Cat, Leslie. This fool over here. Hold on. We got Jacob, Cat, and Leslie. I said, why they keep holding these meetings right there where they know she gonna be at? She over here, what she had on a hood or something, and some glasses. I said, this lady here. She done came over here. They over here talking, and Cat trying to find out Jacob has got the DNA test back. Excuse me, the DNA results back or whatever, and if he has any new evidence. She came over there, sat down, talking about she want to join teams with them. She want to join forces, but she kind of confused me when she was like, she had a meeting with somebody and she was talking about stroke and stuff. Sound like she had a meeting with Bill, but we ain't see her have a meeting with Bill. We seen her have a meeting with what's his name, Tomas. So like she kind of confused me. So is she saying that she went to Bill to sue them because she was like they both gonna get ready to be served? That's what she lost me right there. But either way it goes, she crazy. Either way it goes, she crazy. Talking about so she want to join forces. I said, how you? She really sticking to trying to make these folks think that she really didn't do what she did. It's talking about she want to join forces with them. Talking about so she got an idea or whatever. She want to team up with them because she want to prove that she ain't do it. I said, girl, is she crazy? Well, yeah. I said, is she crazy? Yeah, we all know she crazy. But what else she said? Let me see. I feel like I ain't get as many notes as I normally do because I don't think it was missing some people or something. I don't know. Or maybe it just wasn't too much went on this episode. But yeah, she don't sit down to my son. She want to join forces with them. Kat kept telling her to leave or whatever. She eventually did leave. That's when Kat ends up asking him what they said. He was like, it was, I think, 97 point something that it was her DNA. However, it proves that she had the helmet on. It doesn't prove that she had it on when she had it on or when, I see. It proves that she was wearing the helmet, but it doesn't prove that she was wearing it when Laura got ran off the road. So I was like, man, she finna get away with it. Don't worry, she gonna do something. She gonna end up doing something she ain't got no business. Watch, she definitely is. Hold on. But yeah, it proves she had the helmet on, but not when she had it on, or if she was even wearing it when she ran the lady off the road. So they more than likely they gonna have to wait until she either make a confession, slip up and make a confession, or she gonna have to do something else. But she did end up telling them that they sound like they finna get ready to be served. I said, how you gonna serve somebody when you know doggone well you did it? You did it. You know you did it. To my son, Laura. She made some comment about Laura, y'all. Danny and Pamela. Danny is Bill crazy. That's it. Danny Bill crazy. She was hallucinating. I thought he was there for real. She was imagining he was there or whatever. And she was about to call when Pamela showed up. She was just about to call him when Pamela shows up, and she was wondering what she was doing. And she was like, I know you're not about to call him. And she was just questioning her. And she was like, things feel differently now that he had the stroke, since he had the stroke or whatever. I was like, girl, please let him go. I want to know how it's going to get to the point where Haley allegedly has a miscarriage. Cause I don't know if that was the same outfit that Danny had on. I think it was when she's at the hospital talking to Ashley, and she's saying that she's faking. She couldn't fake a swollen belly, so she decided to fake a miscarriage or whatever. So I was like, how did it get to that point? I don't know. But it looked like she ends up contacting Bill anyways. I was like, girl, please let him go. I said, please let him go. And they said something about Andre and Ashley supposed to figure out their options this week. So I don't know what that means. But yeah, we finna get ready to see. What else? Let me see. Like I said, Pamela was talking to her about Bill and trying to get her to see that he's not good for her and let him go. Oh, Pamela said Danny thirsting over Bill like he the last drop of water. I said, message. I said, message. I said, right out. I said, right on. She said she thirsting over Bill like he the last drop of water. She sure is. She is. Like, and she was like, when you spend your life with somebody and stuff like that, basically it's hard to let them go. And I understand that. But at the same time, look at how he act. Look, he be going crazy over Haley. I ain't gonna say going crazy, but he be so defensive and protective over her. He always telling Vernon he want an apology. I said, he got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He definitely, hold on. Let me see what this is. What is this? He got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, y'all. He'll sit up here and say how he done with the Duprees and doing they bidding and doing this and that for them or whatever. Then he be over here talking about some, he be mad about how they not accepting him or his wife. And I was like, you sound crazy. I said, either you want to be a part of the family or you don't. Because then he make little slick comments about the family. And I was like, you miss it, don't you? You definitely miss it, don't you? Hold on. But yeah, I said Bill definitely has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And Haley don't see it or she just don't care. Oh, is that what I seen? What did they say about Haley? What did they say? I think I did see somebody say they think that Haley. They said something about every time Haley gives Bill a drink, he gets sick. And I was like, I ain't even pay attention to that. Now I gotta start paying attention. They said every time Haley gives Bill a drink, he gets sick. I said, for real? I was like, wait a minute. I've been saying how she been doing something to him, but I ain't know that. I said, now I gotta start paying attention anytime she give him a drink. And they said something else. What else did they say? I know they said that anytime Haley gives Bill a drink, he gets sick. It was something else about Haley. I don't know. I know for sure they saying that Haley been doing something to Bill, and that's why he keep getting sick and stuff. Yeah, I know. I've been seeing something going on. I don't believe that she truly into him. I could be wrong now, but we'll see. What else? What else? What else? Let me see. Let me see. Martin and is this the right notes? No, I'm reading General Hospital. Where it is? I think we finished with Danny and Pamela. The episode ended, or their scene ended with her trying to contact Bill, but she got his voicemail and she said something. I don't know, but yeah, she's still so focused on him. I think the spoiler said something about her and Bill supposed to talk about something this week. We'll see. Vernon and Bill. So Vernon and Bill end up talking. Bill tells Vernon they don't have a problem. He does. He's about to walk out. That's when Vernon reminds him that if they go down, he go down or whatever. So they end up agreeing that, when he figured things out to let him know. And y'all know already that they supposed to have a meeting and everybody's supposed to be there. Hold on. But he was saying to Vernon that he not going to help him. He's not going to help him. Vernon ends up reminding Bill that if they fall, he falls. That's when Bill says he wants an apology for how they treated him and his wife. And that's why I said he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's supposed to be, I'm about to say big dollar bill. I'm thinking about both beautiful. He's supposed to be this big bad lawyer and all this other stuff. Why do you need an apology? Why do you keep trying to be attached to these folks? You told your wife you was done. Ain't that what he said, y'all? Isn't that what he said, y'all? He was done with the Duprees. Shoot, he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But yeah, Vernon was saying how, he don't really mistreat Haley like that, but he told him how he did his daughter and stuff like that, and I was like, dude, I don't know. I just think that they gonna end up back together, so it really don't matter. It really don't matter. What else? I don't think that Vernon end up apologizing to him. That's for certain. Bill like he last year for water. Nicole, Leslie, Martin. Yeah, that's all with Vernon and Bill. Ted and Eva, she got upset because she felt like she couldn't do the job as good as Kat because Ted was mentioning Kat did this and Kat did that, so she ends up running out or whatever. That's when Nicole sees her and she ends up checking on her and just making sure she okay. That's when she ends up asking her if she really did a good job when she worked for her, and she told her yeah. She told her yeah. So Nicole was just being so kind and nice to her and stuff, just telling her you could do this or whatever, because she told that Ted offered her Kat's old position. And Nicole too nice. Long story short, she way too nice or whatever. I said, look, she should have been her daughter because her mom ain't worth for doing. Her mom ain't worth for doing. Then they said this week, Leslie's supposed to talk to Eva and try to restore their relationship. I said she up to something. I said she can't be trusted. She just can't. I think once somebody really, really, really show you who they is, especially in this case. You don't just let your guard down, Eva over here hiding evidence for her. Girl, she's supposed to be trying to work things out this week, though, y'all. But this is Leslie we talking about. Excuse me. This is Leslie we talking about. We know she always up to something over here talking about something. She want to join forces with them. She trying to make herself look innocent. Girl, please. Let's see. What else happened. What else did Eva? Eva asked her if she was really good at her job. She ends up encouraging her. Eva, Nicole, Vernon, Martin. We already talked about Vernon and Martin, about how he told him he can't do that and he gonna fix things or whatever. I said he gonna have to keep an eye on Martin, because Martin over here, he had his fist balled up again. I told y'all, I knew from the jump. I said from the first, what was the first or second episode? I said he seemed like he got a temper. I said he definitely seemed like he got a temper. He was balling his fist up then. I said he gonna get in trouble again. I said they ain't gonna cover for you this time. Well, they probably would though. I said they is not gonna cover for you again if you go doing this. And also, I forgot, Martin told the dude, Kenneth, he was like, you act like you didn't start this from the jump or whatever. And I was like, but y'all still not saying what happened on the road. Nobody saying nothing. They just keep dropping all these doggone hints, but nobody saying nothing about nothing. Nobody saying what happened. Nobody saying if it was a car accident. I just remember the crowbar falling. Malone was there. Elon was there or whatever, but nobody's saying exactly what happened. We don't know if he was a robber. We don't know. We just know the dude racist. We know that for certain. We know that for certain the dude is racist because he keep having racist or saying racist things. Anyways, well, I think that's it. Let me see. I said Leslie acting innocent. Want to know what they think she did. Oh, I forgot that part. I also wrote. I said, don't seem like Bill really won't out. Brandon reminds Bill that if they fall, he falls. Bill wants an apology. Danny thinks things feel differently. I said that part. Martin talking too much. Leslie said she called up an old friend. And Kat and Jacob getting served. Yeah, that's everything. Hold on. It said something restricted. Yeah, but that's it, y'all. Oh, Willow, she's such a... They restricted it. Why they be restricting stuff? Hold on. Oh, Willow, she's such a... If I was Michael, I would stop being nice to her. He always gotta be nice to people. Until he not. When Michael get mean, he really mean. I can't wait until Willow falls on face. I hope Tracy reveals the meaning. Right, it's like they ain't even gonna mention that storyline. I don't know what they got going on. It definitely... Hold on, let me click it. It definitely seems like they're not gonna mention it. There's gonna be another storyline that they don't mention or whatever. And like I said, right now, even if they mention it, she's so far gone. Like, she's so Drew focused, especially if it comes from Nina. Now, if Drew said, she gonna take every word he say and believe it. He could spin it to his advantage. I've been saying that from the jump. All he gotta do is go tell the truth, and boom, Nina up out the way. Nina's up out the way. Then she don't know. She don't know that Nina the one had hired Jacinda, do she? I just thought about that. She don't know that, I don't think. If I'm not mistaken, she don't know that. So now that's two things. All you gotta do is mention it, and Nina gone. And all she got is Drew. And all she got is Drew. That could actually work to his advantage. Tracy reveals it. Yep, Tracy should reveal a whole lot. She definitely should, because I was saying how Tracy don't need to sit up here and apologize, and she ain't the one who framed him. It's gonna let that get Drew. Yep. Well, yep, that's it, y'all. What they say? Oh, it's on TikTok. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a good rest of the day and be safe.